What is going on, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. And let's get right into this. Let's jump right into this. What am I talking about? Let's jump right into this, guys. What's up, GOAT? Live from the UK. What's going on, brother? From across the pond. What is going on, bro? TJ's in the house. What's going on, bro? Hope you guys are having a great day. Day before Christmas Eve, right? Definitely coming in a little bit early. What's going on, Twix? What's going on, guys? Getting everybody a few seconds to jump in, and we'll cover what's going on with this market. Alejandro. Wait, is that Dro? That's not Dro. That can't be Dro. That cannot be Dro. There's no way in hell. You didn't text me, bro. I didn't get the number. Alejandro, how many Alejandros are in here? Dro, I got you, bro. I'll add you as a mod, bro. I didn't get your text message though. Jay, what's going on, brother? What is going on, guys? Well, let's just jump right into this. Guys. So we got like 4 Alejandros in here, so I'm gonna have to start like categorizing them, like 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna call you Martinez. Martinez is saying, just wondering if alts will start rallying tomorrow. Who knows, bro? Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. You know, if you guys have been watching the streams, we had a member stream yesterday, so I know a lot of you guys obviously weren't here unless you're a member. But I was pretty much just covering that tomorrow. I'm expecting probably tomorrow and Christmas, we're gonna have very low volume. We're gonna have low volume. Obviously, the stock markets are gonna be closed on Christmas Day. I believe tomorrow. I don't recall if the actual stock market's gonna be closed or if they're doing a half day or whatever tomorrow. But excuse me. Regardless, it's always usually during holidays low volume, right? Today we're gonna cover the volume and stuff like that, but it's today's, like we called it for the members only stream. It's gonna be low volume probably until a little bit after Christmas, right? And we're gonna get into everything, what I predict and what I think is gonna be happening, and then in my opinion, in the next like few weeks, and really in the next week, where I think it's gonna be very pivotal. So Alejandro said January 6th I see a run. Or January 6th to 20th, I see a run. That's exactly what we were calling in the members stream. And Monero, what's going on, brother? Hope 2025 we shall see NFK to Binance. Bro, we need to see something on NFK, right? I'm like at my wit's end. Yeah, Martinez, the stock market for sure is going to be closed on the 25th. I'm saying tomorrow, the stock market might be they might be doing like a half day. If I'm not mistaken, but regardless, I'm honestly expecting that we're gonna have a low volume day for tomorrow, for the following day, right? 24th, 25th, and then most likely the 26th. Given up until about New Year's Eve, you know, we'll probably see a little bit of more volume coming into the markets, just because, you know, it's gonna be typically, you know, there are a lot of people that are gonna be on vacation, but we'll probably see, you know, some of the day traders and stuff like that come back to life those few days. And then it's kind of the same thing for Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, kind of dead as far as volume, real dull. And then what I'm expecting, just like Alejandro Lopez was saying, you know, same thing. I agree with him. I think that we are going to start seeing a nice run right after New Year's, and we're going to get into why. We have articles set up here, and we're going to definitely be covering that real quick. I forgot to pull up the or have my crypto bubbles ready. There they are, right there. All the little Christmas hats and stuff like that. But let's just jump right in here, guys. So welcome, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're on vacation, you're not working today, enjoy the day down here in Florida. Beautiful, beautiful day. For Bitcoin right now, we are seeing a little bit of a drop. We've seen a continuation of this bear flag that I called probably about 2 weeks ago. I was calling that, you know, the markets definitely were forming some kind of a bear flag in regards to Bitcoin generally. And you can see that actually played out to where, you know, for now, we've seen that continuation of a move towards the downside. I know a couple people in the Discord were saying that they hope that we pretty much bottomed. I personally think that we probably need to come back down towards this 91.9 area. We didn't necessarily slap that 91.9, which is a big spot for some support or resistance, depending on if we're above it or below it. I think we are going to come down to that 91.9, and most likely, and this is probably in the next day or two as the volume continues to drop, find some kind of support, and then we start moving towards the upside for Bitcoin. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, you can see that we have been dropping steadily since we've kind of rallied up, which we called like probably about 2 weeks ago as we started to move up. Bitcoin dominance got rejected at almost around that 60% mark, and you can see since then we have been moving down. But Bitcoin, as of today, the dominance has been really dropping fast. We're at around 57, about 57.5 right now, and we continue to move down. The thing is that this is why, if you notice, altcoins are actually not doing terrible today, right? Bitcoin is down. Alts aren't doing terrible right now, and this is a big reason why, is that you're seeing a lot of people that shifted over into Bitcoin on this last drop after the FOMC meeting. You're starting to see some of that money trickling back over into the alts, not in full force, but you're seeing some of that money trickling back over into alts because, you know, a lot of the market still is confident that we're still going to see that one more big initial run, and we really haven't seen the top of altcoin season. So the people that were scared, you know, that basically either jumped out of the market sitting on the side, or people that jumped into Bitcoin, as we saw Bitcoin dominance jump up during the after the FOMC meeting when we saw the markets drop down fast, they're starting to move themselves back over into alts. And that's why, if you guys can see, if my big head's not in the way, yeah, I guess you guys can see. You can see over here on our watch list that majority of the alts, and we'll pull this up and you can kind of see, I mean, there's green across the board. If you were looking at this, you would think we're having a solid day today, right? And I honestly don't think we're having that bad of a day in regards to alts. It's really Bitcoin that's kind of been stagnant and really coming down, you know, slowly as of today. But everything, for the most part, for the top 100 is pretty much in the green as of now. Nothing really crazy big movers other than virtual, which has been, you know, running and kind of having bad days, and then running again, having bad days because they're just a fairly new project. But other than that, you can see everything's pretty much around 5 to 10% across the board for today. So, I mean, things don't look terrible right now, right? And this should give you a little bit of confidence that I really think that the worst of this drop, for the most part, is done. Can we move farther down? Of course. And this is why I'm telling you guys, just to be prepared, that at least Bitcoin, I think is probably, if we do continue down, 91.9 is going to be the spot that we're most likely going to find that support. This would be a good spot, guys. You know, and I'm going to pull up my other chart here just to make things a little easier. You know, when we called this on the charts 2 weeks ago, I had a members only stream, like an emergency stream, telling everybody, listen, we're in a bear flag right now. I don't know the time frame, but we are probably going to see a drop. And that's exactly what we saw. I did this also on the live stream a few days after that. You know, pretty much just giving you guys this all set. We were in a bear flag, in that, you know, we could have continued to move up for, you know, some time, but there was going to be a point where we were going to drop. I didn't know it was going to be literally 3 days after the stream that we were going to start seeing a move towards the downside. But the point of what I'm getting to is the market as of a week ago was overbought. If you didn't think that, you were crazy, right? We had been rallying for the last few months. Bitcoin was just continuously making new highs. Alts were going crazy. You know, even the stock market, in my opinion, you know, I have a lot of money in the S&P, and I'm still kind of like, I've been really trying to look to see where I'm going to, whenever the time's ready for me to convert, you know, the funds over, because I honestly think that the stock market, it needs a correction as well. If this right here was our correction, and Bitcoin, you guys better be ready, because I think that we're gonna freaking just start running like crazy. We don't know the time frame though, right? We don't know exactly when it's gonna happen. I personally think, just like Alejandro was saying in the chat, is that I think personally, as we start getting, and I've been saying this for the last few weeks, so as we get closer to the inauguration for Trump, I think that's when we're going to probably start seeing that massive move towards the upside, and we're going to officially start our last final run that I think topping out somewhere around March of 2025. Right now, one thing that I always tell you guys is we can read the charts and see what the charts are telling us, but there's another thing as far as time frame. I can't predict, nor even looking at the charts, you never really know when something's going to happen, right? You never know when we're going to see a drop in the market or when we're going to see an explosion in the market going towards the upside. That's the one thing that's just like, if you had a crystal ball, that would be what you would want to know, right? Is when are things going to happen, right? Because looking at the charts for the most part, unless there's a black swan event, it's, if you know what you're looking at, you can kind of read what is on the table and what's kind of right in front of you. And like I said, we called that bear flag. We knew that there was going to be a drop. We just didn't know when was it going to happen, right? So Alejandro said, make sure you guys like the stream. My boy Alejandro, we're going to drop him as a mod here soon. If you guys are wondering, Alejandro, I went to high school with him. This is my boy. Alejandro, you're up in the mountains right now, right? Gina, what's going on, girl? Gina said, hello, I'm going to be driving. So no? What do you mean you're going to be driving? What are you talking about? Don't stream and drive. That's all I'm going to say. Carlos, what's going on, brother? Jake said, what's going on? I'm also so relieved that Bitcoin dominance chilled out some today. Breathe the fresh air. Lazy, what's going on, bro? Oh, you're going to be in town this weekend? Nice, bro. Definitely see you. Alondra said, Bitcoin scaring me on the monthly bearish diversion on the RSI. Well, don't be scared, bro. If you know Bitcoin, it's going to do this stuff where we're going to have those ups and downs, obviously, but I think like you said, and like I've said already 5 times on the stream, I honestly, I really don't worry. I've been honestly, you guys know, everybody that's been on the stream, I told you guys that I sold out on Bitcoin at its high, and I just started buying back in the last few days, like probably in the last week, started picking up more alts and stuff like that for right now, just been accumulating. Because like I said, I really do think that we are going to see a massive run up here soon. So let's jump in real quick. A couple things I want to point out. Obviously, fear and greed index, we've dropped back down into neutral, which you guys already know how we scale this, right? Fear and greed, I usually am not buying when we're in extreme greed. Even when we're in greed, I'm usually not buying whatsoever. There's very rare circumstances where I'm buying in, but most of the time I bought in when everybody's scared, right? That's when I'm buying in. Times like what we had the last few days where everybody's terrified, selling off. I'm like, great. Obviously, I was waiting because we were coming off of highs, off of a lot of projects. But for the most part, that's why I started accumulating. We're back into neutral. I really don't see us dropping into fear or extreme fear as of now, just because the markets most likely are going to be flatlined for the next few days. But we'll see how it goes. If we do drop down into those extreme fear, definitely good buying opportunities in my opinion, right? Let's see here. The market cap for the whole crypto space, you guys can see, obviously we've been saying this as well. We topped out at around 3.8 trillion. We're down to about 3.25 trillion. So you can see a little over $500 million, a little bit over $500 billion has exited the market. And this is what I'm saying. You have a lot of people that shifted either over to Bitcoin or they basically shifted out of the market temporarily. You better believe that most of these people are going to be coming back, especially once the markets start moving up and confidence levels start coming back up. Let's cover a quick article. U.S. crypto industry eyes possible day one Trump executive orders. So this was another thing that we covered in our members only stream, was that, we saw the markets dump because at the FOMC meeting, right? Jerome Powell came out basically, and I said, I don't know why it was like an overreach on why he needed to point out that the feds can't hold Bitcoin is what he was claiming, right? Which technically by today's laws is correct, right? But what he was not indicating, or what he was basically not, saying on the next statement was that things can change, right? Things can change. Obviously, with the person that's going to be in office coming up in January, they can do executive orders to where we can start having Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, right? So the fact that he came out and just literally had to say this at a FOMC meeting about Bitcoin, it just kind of threw me off to where it was almost like he not that Jerome Powell's out to crash Bitcoin or anything like that, but like almost like he was out to because him and Trump were bumping heads. Trump ran off of wanting to have interest rates low, right? And Jerome Powell basically is like, dude, we have a certain timeline that we have to go by as far as dropping interest rates. And that's another thing, is that the markets were anticipating 3 to 4 interest rate cuts in 2025. Jerome Powell comes out and is like, listen, we're only going to do 2, right? So the stock market crashed as well. And I say crash, retraced, wasn't really necessarily a massive crash or anything like that. But the Bitcoin comments kind of threw me off. I'm like, why the hell are you bringing up Bitcoin, bro? Like, just do your job, cut the rates, answer a few questions and skiddy on, right? And there's no reason for you to come out and sit here and start talking about Bitcoin, right? Because I told you guys, right when he made that comment, I guarantee Trump was sitting somewhere just fuming up. Like, bro, what are you talking about right now? And this is what we're going to get to. So let's see here. So the cryptocurrency industry is pushing President Donald Trump's team to kickstart his promised crypto policy overhaul when he takes office next month, with executive orders that would help push tokens mainstream, according to the industry officials. Trump plans to issue a flurry of executive orders and directives on everything from immigration to energy on his day one in office. On a campaign trail, Trump courted crypto cash with promises to be a crypto president, and the industry wants him to make good on that pledge, with executive orders creating a Bitcoin stockpile, assuring the industry can access bank services, and creating a crypto console. And this is pretty much what he's verified, is that on day one that he's thinking about literally changing some of the laws and signing an executive order in order for the feds to actually hold Bitcoin in its reserves, right? Because right now, Jerome Powell wasn't coming out saying that he was. I'm not saying he's lying, but at the same time, he kind of was making it seem like it never can happen, right? And that the markets they reacted negatively. Well, you have Trump now coming out and saying, listen, bro, hold on. Let me get into office. Let me take care of things. We can go about it different ways to where the feds can safely, legally hold Bitcoin as some kind of strategic reserve. And that's exactly what Trump has come out in response to what happened with Jerome Powell. So they are pushing for those executive orders within Trump's first 100 days in office, and expect at least one could come on January 20th, which is the first day he signed in, said 2 other people with knowledge to the matter. Hold on, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat. Alejandro, 100%, bro. We're all gonna, me, you, Josh, we're all going to the gym. I should do a live stream in the gym. I would, but then lazy would be trolling me the whole time while I'm in the gym, bro. So lazy sitting here dropping the 5-pack. Nice, bro. Appreciate that. Oh, crap. You see, lazy, you see Diddy got it? Diddy's a member now, guys. Oh, my. I told you guys he was a frequent viewer. Not that I know him or anything like that, but you already know that lazy was going to bless Diddy with the damn, with the membership. Now we got to deal with him in the members only stream, bro. Great. Ay. That's hilarious. But yeah, so I mean, this article, like I said, and we have another one here, pretty much the same thing. It's just the markets right now, if you know, right? The markets right now, they're on edge. They're on edge, but it's almost like we're teeter-tottering. You have half the market, and this goes back to like the fear and greed index, where we're back into neutral. Half the market, a lot of retail investors are just they saw this drop, They're terrified, right? And then you have a lot of these other investors that have been here, like a lot of us that have been here, and we kind of know that we needed this. And what we have coming up in January could potentially send Bitcoin obviously well past all-time highs. And I still, in my opinion, think that we have a big altcoin season ahead of us. And I say season, I always tell you guys, it's not like it's going to be a 6-month ordeal. Usually altcoin season, after you see Bitcoin top out and dominance drops, you usually see altcoin season for about 8 weeks. About 8 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but that's when you're going to see basically alts just go absolutely parabolic, right? And that's about it. 8 to maybe 12 weeks. I'm saying 12 throwing in there because 2025 I think is going to be a little bit different. This cycle obviously has been very different, if you compare it to a lot of different cycles, but there's a lot of similarities as well. So let's see what this article, what do they have here? So Donald Trump, the U.S. president-elect, has helped the Bitcoin price surge to record highs this year with plans to establish a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. So the Bitcoin price has doubled since summer lows, soaring past 100K. We already know all this stuff. Now, as a leak reveals, Russia could beat the U.S. to a Bitcoin reserve. Trump has pinched a capital market renaissance fueled by Bitcoin to unlock trillions in wealth by MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor. I hate these frequent articles because they have advertisement all in between the freaking articles. So a strategic digital asset policy can strengthen the U.S. dollar, neutralizing the national debt, and position America as a global leader in the 21st century digital economy. The document outlines plans for the U.S. Bitcoin reserve, predicted to generate $16 trillion to $81 trillion, offset the U.S. national debt that is spiraled to over $36 trillion this year, solidifying the U.S. dollar as the foundation of the 21st century digital financial system. So we're not even going to get into this because it's like literally what I just said, right? But you can see, obviously, January can possibly be a big thing, right? And I don't mean to sit here and keep talking about the same exact, strategic reserve, but this is what we have in front of us, guys. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We have literally a little bit less than a month until he's in office, right? And you can love him, hate him, whatever the case is. I really don't care about your political views. We're just looking at it as crypto as a whole. And if things go the way that it's supposed to, as far as what's been said from Trump, I think that we are going to see, like I said, before he even gets into office, come after New Year's, we're probably going to start seeing some big movement in the market where, just like out of nowhere, you guys can see we go from bullish to bearish. We'll go from bearish right back to being bullish, and we'll start moving. And you know what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to be sitting here like, damn, I should have bought Myro at 5 cents. Damn, I should have bought Me Ladies when it was down into those 70 marks. Damn, I should have bought Solana when it was down to $188, right? And the list can go on and go on and go on. So, everything's looking decent right now. Obviously, we haven't really we haven't really come back to certain levels as far as Bitcoin. But, I think, like I keep saying, we have the holidays. The markets are still on ease, right? But after we get past these holidays, we're going to be fine, guys, in my opinion. So that's all the boring stuff that we'll get out as of now. Other than that, looks like Art's saying that we're in a bull trap right now. And I would probably agree with that. Ricky, what's going on, bro? Shazam, what's going on, brother? We need your name green. Let me add as a moderator. Hold on here. Let me touch that. Who wants to be a moderator in the chat? All my day ones. Now, I will tell you, if you're a member and you become a moderator, your name's going to go to blue instead of green. Twix said, me. Twix said, what's up with Caspa? Let's pull that up real quick, brother. Bro, I'm a little upset. I keep going up to freaking Sam's Club to go grab my if you guys were here last year, bro, for 2 weeks, I drank eggnog. The spiked eggnog for 2 weeks, like to where when it hit January, I couldn't even like drink milk or anything. It was like I was so over dairy products. But I drank for 2 weeks, from morning to freaking nighttime, some spiked eggnog. And I was like, bro, I want to get some more eggnog. You know, it's been a year. I keep going to my local spot, and they're like, bro, we're sold out. I'm like, dude, you guys need. I was like, bro, when is this truck coming in? He's like, come on, bro, take it easy. I'm like, no. I've been coming up here for 2 weeks now, and you guys haven't had any damn eggnog. What is going on, bro? I'm sitting here having to drink IPAs, which I love them, during Christmas time. I need my eggnog, right? Rodney, what's going on, bro? Jay said spiked eggnog. That's crazy, bro. It's a little bit odd when you first drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. It's strong. Like it's got like that real rum taste to it. But once you start drinking it, it's like I don't know. It's fire. But I can't. I mean, I do drink it, but I can't sit there and drink it all day, all night. Like I can't do that. But I will have some glasses. It's kind of like a after dinner drink, right? That some people drink all day, right? It's not a big deal. Lazy says you get the Christmas bubble guts. Oh, man. So real quick, check it out, Caspa. Old, if you're in here, my boy Old's always promoting Caspa in here. So one thing I said about Caspa since we've been covering is obviously it broke out of this trend, right? This thing was literally bouncing off the trend for the last like year. Finally broke. Looks like we talked about this, I think, a few days ago. The 0.5 is really a big spot for some support around that 10-cent mark. That 10-cent mark is going to be a big spot for some support. You can see almost like a double bottom that's forming, which could potentially become some kind of a W pattern that could send Caspa breaking new highs. Right now, it is a little early to predict that, but I would say, in my opinion, not financial advice, the 0.5 at around the 10.5 cent mark or below would be a big spot that I would personally, if I was buying Caspa, to be dollar cost averaging in at that area. Because you can see this spot has bounced multiple times. All through here, consolidated, bouncing off the 0.5. You can see after a big move towards the upside, it dropped, came right down to the 0.5. Same thing, made all-time highs. After this drop, bounced right at the 0.5. So I would say this 10.5 cent mark is a big spot for some support. If it does break below, good spot, in my opinion, opportunity to be dollar cost averaging in on there, bro. Jay, what was that? Sam's Club over Costco any day. Trying to get a little fight in here, I see. Arizona, who was that? Amar said, who else thought Crip was drinking an Arizona green tea? Does sometimes, because it is green. It is green. But this is, what is it? Not promoting them whatsoever, but this is Sierra, or this is Sweetwater 420. Jay came through with the 5-banger too. Uh-oh. Appreciate that, Jay. Twix said, thank you, sir. You need to check Nacho the Cat on KRC20 tokens. Twix, let me ask you this. You tell me. Because I always get people coming in here. Like I understand that the KR20 tokens, the KRC20 tokens, right? Let me see here. Yeah, KRC20 tokens are obviously off of Caspa. Where are you guys looking up the projects? Because Deck Screener doesn't have Caspa on here. So where are you guys looking it up? Danny's in the house. Said, "Yo, Crip, Merry Christmas from the last and you." Kai Ken, right back at you, brother. Hey, you know what, Danny? I will say, as devoted you are to that project, I tip my hat, bro. I really do. I hope that project blows up, bro, and you become, very wealthy off that, because your dedication on that project is crazy. It really is. I hope it works out for you, brother. Speaking of DeFi, do I have my watch list up? I do. Let me see. There was a couple of projects. I've been sniping the shit out of DeFi today. I have been sniping the hell out of DeFi today and doing pretty damn good. But what's crazy is a lot of projects that I jumped in on and I jumped out. I was jumping in, making basically doubling my money, right? Real quick. And a couple projects I'm happy that I jumped out of because they freaking tanked. And then there was this project right here, Module. Bro, I jumped in on this project. You guys can see I already had a buy zone down here. It dropped into this buy zone and picked it up, and I sold way too freaking early, bro. Way too early. I bought down here and sold somewhere around here, and this thing just continued to move towards the upside. Let me see here. Yeah, this thing, it's not even giving me the percentage, but I mean, it's definitely up in the last 6 hours, 150%. So I think I only picked up a 50% move on here. And this is something that we covered on the members only stream. I'll drop it on here as well. So basically what I've been doing as far as sniping on Solana project particularly is I've been just going in, and if you obviously if you go onto the deck screen, I know we're all familiar with it, going in on the deck screen or going into newer pairs, but I'm not catching the newest pairs that are dropping that minute, because the earlier the project drops, as far as if it's been out for 5 minutes, is a high risk and it's going to possibly be a rug pull. So I usually come into the 1 or the 6 hour, and I'll usually look for anything that's boosted running ads, right? With somewhat of a similar, smaller market cap and at least some decent liquidity in there, right? And I usually jump in and jump out of these projects. So for instance, something let's see here, this Frosty's been out for about 4 hours. You can see this thing has moved. I mean, it obviously had a massive move towards the upside. Liquidity at 62K, it's definitely still risky. Market cap very low. They're running ads. It's number 2 right now on right now on the deck screener for Solana. I'll buy in right now. I'm gonna buy a freaking small ass little bag. I don't even know what I have in this wallet real quick, but let's just see. 0.0 point. Nah, I don't even have a half a Solana in here. That's what I'm saying. What do I have in this wallet? I don't even know. Hold on, pup. My dog's trying to tell me something. I don't even know what this is. I wish it would tell me in dollar forms. It's making me type in my credentials. Confirm. Oof. I didn't even realize there was a red candle right there. I just bought in something so small. Let's see here. It'll show me on here. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh, look, I put $5 in this project. Ay. So I bought in at the 21. So we'll see. I'm actually already up on the project. If you see, bought in at the 21. We're at 22. I'm going to put this on the watch list, and we'll come back and see if I get rogue pulled on my $5. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much the logic on what I've been doing. Obviously not throwing $5 in the projects. I've been throwing a little bit more, but jumping in, jumping out on a lot of these projects. But if I'm going to be coming in and just doing quick little snipes, I'm definitely looking. I want to see that they're running ads. I want to see them running boosts. I want to see that the volume is up like crazy, right? I don't care if I'm coming in 2 or 3 hours after the project's already dropped. Usually if it's staying relevant as far as on the top trending, you're going to see a lot of money coming in and out. All these projects that have been up here, all these projects, I jumped in and out of these projects, all making profits. I'm talking about all of these as they dropped. A lot of them, like I said, I look back and I'm like, damn it, I probably shouldn't have sold on some of these because, yeah, that 30, 40, $50 that I threw in probably would have been $5 to $1,000 on some of the projects. So it is what it is. Bitcoin right now, I'm just looking. Bitcoin just jumped up. Let's look at the other chart. Just jumped up to about 94K. Possible a W pattern that's forming on Bitcoin right now. You guys can see a potential double bottom that just formed on Bitcoin. So we'll see, guys. Maybe we might see that Santa pump. You know, maybe Santa will come through and just buy a big bag of Bitcoin. Start pumping the market. Alejandro with the blue wrench. What's going on, bro? I am looking for a few other mods too. If you guys are interested, I mean, like my days, all my locals. If anybody's interested in jumping in, let me know. But like I said, if you are green right now, right? If you're a member, if you do become a mod, you're gonna be blue. So just letting you know. J Mosh, can't you at least make a quick research before buying? Oh yeah, you definitely can, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm coming in. We're doing something fast, right? So you know, I'm not really looking at if they have a website or whatever the case is. I'm just really jumping in real fast and jumping the hell out. What was the project that I just bought in? I don't even remember. Oh, it was Frosty. Oh my god! Look, hold on here. I was like, it just dropped. It did drop slightly. It did drop slightly. Like I said, risky, right? But I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to go through their website, go on their Twitter and start following them or looking up their Telegram or anything like that. This is just stuff, because if you're going to do that, you're long term, right? You're looking into a project that you're potentially looking into, invest in. I'm just jumping in real fast and jumping out, right? So it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and like I said, I'm not going to sit here and like do a big full research on the project unless it's something that I'm really interested in. I'm like, damn, I want to I wouldn't mind investing in this project and letting it sit here and seeing if this thing can blow up, so. Danny said, loads going in on Kawi Ken, mate. That's why I'm so devoted. Tesla competition right now. Game being released soon. Jewelry. And remember, Kishu Inu did 1,000x in 28 days in the last bull run. Told you guys, devoted. He's very devoted to that project. Danny, are you a dev for the project? Jay, what do you think about Pepe as far as a future for growth? I mean, you already know, bro. You should already know what I'm going to say about Pepe. I think Pepe is honestly the going to be the biggest meme coin that there is. I really do. I'm not just pulling out of my ass. No diddy on that one. I really do think that Pepe is going to be the top per market cap meme coin probably at the end of this bull cycle, right? If we see this massive run up, I really do think that Pepe is going to dethrone Doge, even if it's briefly. The only reason why I say briefly is because Doge is always going to have Elon, right? Doge is always going to have Elon Musk, and sporadically he's going to bring something up that maybe is unrelated but related to Doge, and Doge will pump, and it'll keep those long-term investors in Doge because of Elon, right? But I do think that Pepe, if it doesn't dethrone Doge, it's going to be right at its neck as far as, one of the top meme coins at the end of the cycle, so. Flip said, hi ho, the Grinch is bringing my ho hash back. Oh, okay, Danny, I see you. Alejandro said, Doge is my only meme play. Really, bro? We're going to have to put you on some meme coins, bro. Even though, like I said, I always will have respect for Dogecoin. I always have respect for Dogecoin, right? Because you guys know the story. I obviously was picking Doge up back in 2020 at like 2 cents, right? And did really well when we went on that massive run in 2021. So I'll always have respect for Doge. Always. Do I hold any Doge right now? I don't. I actually think I was shorting Doge I need to check on that. I opened up a small leverage like yesterday. It was very small. I'm sure I'm probably up. Art, you can't post any links in the chat, bro. You're going to have to send me the link in Discord. Drop it in the Discord. Danny, bro, I appreciate you, bro. I really do appreciate you being here, man. Crypto Ricky said, I'll say it again. The biggest shocker of this cycle is going to be Bitcoin Cash. Really? Did I read that correctly? Oh, here we go. Jay said, get some NFK. And Amor said, this is just my opinion, but Mog is eventually going to pass Doge. Holy smokes. Well, let's look this up here real quick. So Dogecoin right now, obviously, is number 7 with a $48 billion market cap. And Mog, is Mog still at $1 billion right now? They're not far from $1 billion. I mean, listen, excuse me, I wouldn't be, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be surprised, but if I'm not going to say that Mog couldn't, get up there where Doge is at whatsoever. I wouldn't say that. So, like I said, though, it's just like, it's hard to like dethrone Doge just because it has Elon, bro. It has Elon Musk, and Elon literally just formed a whole, like this whole Doge thing for the government, right? So it's like, it's always going to be relevant, in my opinion, just in my opinion. So Twix said Cass is pumping right now. It is moving. It's right now. I will tell you. A lot of alts right now are moving. This isn't just Cass, but a lot of alts are moving. Look at our. If I can, let me move my big head out of the way real quick, and you guys can see. You see our watch list. Everything right now is in the green. Besides Bitcoin's down 1% in ALI, which is that really low cap AI project, is down literally 0.05 right now. So, I mean, right now, a lot of alts are moving. Flip with the $20 super chat, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Alejandro, it's Crip, bro. It's Crip. It's Crip. Don't be throwing out the government name around here, bro. It's all good, bro. Everybody's like, what'd you say? You got total 3 on your watch list? I like it for alt tracking. Flip. So, EOS, I see the $10 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. I'm going to jump right on you right now. Flip with Turbo. Let's pull that up. Let's see. Did Turbo start to rebound, bro? Tell me that thing's pumping right now, bro. Damn. Well, we're on the 15-minute because Twix told us to pull the 15-minute up. So, I mean, right now, I think everything that we pull up on the 15-minute is going to be pumping right now, right? But, I mean, definitely looking good, bro. Definitely looking good. I'm for sure going to get stomped out of those shorts that I opened up today. But you know what? I'm not even mad because I told you guys this a while back when we started to move down. I was going to basically leverage myself to where I was buying in on a lot of positions, right? Holding, but at the same time, I was short in the market, on small amounts just because if we went either way, I definitely was going to be making money, right? So the shorts, if I get liquidated, they're not really big shorts. I only 10x leverage. So, I mean, I have a little bit of wiggle room to where I'm probably not stomped out yet. But if the market starts pumping, I'm probably going to get pushed out of there. So I'm not even tripping, really. But Turbo looks good. Flip, one thing I will say about Turbo. So you can see, obviously, we hit our head at this resistance at around the 93.9 area. So I will say if we continue to move up, keep an eye out on that 93.9 area. We potentially could come up there. If it breaks above that 93, you're probably looking at a nice little run. And I'm sure the market's going to be running with it. One thing, when I pull out, no diddy on that one. When I pull out on the chart, look at this. I mean, Turbo doesn't look bad, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Turbo doesn't look bad. You see a potential W pattern. Oops, not the arrow. Sorry about that. I swear this isn't my first day. Let's see here. You can see a potential, maybe some sloppy little W pattern right there, right? No diddy on that. Potentially coming up. If you break above that 93 area right there, that 93 area that we talked about, you're probably going to start going on a nice little run. And one thing I like about Turbo's chart, as you can see from all-time highs, you're really not far. You're at the 382 right now, right above the 382. You're not far from the 236 on the fib, right? So you have this 93. You have the 236 fib, which is going to be a big spot for some resistance at around that 11 mark, right? The 1.1 cents. If you break above both those levels, bro, be prepared. You're probably going to be making new all-time highs. And you guys can see how quick things are going to change. If Bitcoin just starts moving slowly but surely up, you can see, or even if it stays where it's at and maybe all start going for a run right now, you can see how quickly, you can see it in the chat, how bullish things are going to change fast, right? And like I said at the beginning of the stream, you know, there's going to be probably potentially a time where a lot of us are going to be like, damn it, why didn't I buy more on this big drop? Or why didn't I buy, period, on some people? So, oh, man, lazy. See, Alejandro? Here we go, bro. EOS, what's going on, bro? Said, bro, do you know what to do in a situation where when Crypto.com delists a token, Sailor on Sui, for example, they usually give you an option, bro. They usually give you an option to where you can at least sell off, or you can transfer over to another wallet that is accepting that particular project. So what I would do is if you pull that project up on Crypto.com, they'll probably give you the option. But anything that's on Crypto.com, you can transfer over to different wallets, right? So you should be able to transfer that over to another wallet that's compatible with Sui, or however you pronounce that. Is it Sui or whatever the hell it is? But you can probably transfer that over to a compatible wallet to where you can either hold or sell off. Or look into, I would honestly look it up on Google and see what other central exchanges potentially are still holding that project, and see if you can open up an account, like if it's if it's Coinbase or Binance, whatever's in your jurisdiction that you can actually you can open up if you don't already have them open. See if you can transfer them over. If not, they should. They usually give you a threshold. They usually, I've seen it before on Crypto.com where they send a email and they're like, hey, this project's about to get delisted from our platform. You have, they give you the options where you can sell it right now or you need to transfer it over, but they usually will let you sell off, if I'm not mistaken. So you should be good, brother. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, bro. I really do appreciate that. Jay, thanks for the $5, dude. I really appreciate that. Said, thanks for the knowledge, my guy. You already know, bro. You already know, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. Even Lazy when he's sitting here trying to troll me, bro. Now Lazy's going to sit here and start calling me. Bro, it's still Crip. I'm always going to be Crip, man. Overseche, what's going on, brother? UFD is the new fart coin. I don't know. You tell me. Is it the new fart coin? This project that I bought in. Remember I bought it at the 22. It's literally just sitting there right at the 21.9. What project were you talking about? UFD? Oh yeah, that's right. We pulled this up before. We have. Because you can see obviously this fib retracement from back here. I was actually looking at this project earlier. I mean, so one thing I will say is I don't know about if it's the new fart coin or whatever, but you can see obviously a nice run up. The one thing I will point out is it looks like it's been hitting its head at around the 0.5. Look at that. Hitting its head twice, double top, Usually M pattern is going to point towards the downside. You probably will see, if it doesn't come all the way down, but maybe potentially coming down towards the 618 at around the 10, 11 cent mark, potentially, right? But you can see obviously a nice little double top hitting its head at the 0.5 and then somewhat of a small move towards the downside. Maybe this is where it dropped down to and it's going to come back up to retest. Who knows? But market cap doesn't look bad. 126 million and liquidity at $3 million locked. Not too bad. So, and I mean, it's a top 20 trending right now. So look out for that 618 at around 11 cents though, bro. Lazy, my name, it's not actually Mellow, bro. That's like a nickname that they call me. Alejandro, it's already out there, bro. Don't worry. Lazy's not gonna let it be. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Thanks, Alejandro. Government names all out there now, bro. There we go. It's out there now, bro. I might as well put my social security out there. Overseche, no worries, bro. Flip said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to Crip and our entire group. We're tight, bro. Hey, bro, it's 100%. Like I said this yesterday on the members only stream. Thank you for reminding me. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I was looking back on this last year of just being on YouTube and streaming with everybody, bro. The ups and downs has been crazy, right? With NFK, our project, with the channel, the Discord, everything's been just, it's been crazy, but I wouldn't take it away at all. I really have formed a lot of bonds with everybody, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Even the people that come in and they don't talk, they just come in and watch the videos. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. And if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be doing it. Honestly, I wouldn't. Amor said, I started swinging on Robinhood with the top memes, and it's way better than Crypto.com, which is why I needed to hold long-term on Crypto.com. And it is correct, bro. Regardless of Robinhood, because if you notice when they buy and sell, they're like tweaking by a few little, like a very little hair off of each one where they are making their money, right? But it's nothing compared to what Crypto.com is doing to its users, bro. And you guys know I love Crypto.com's platform, but they freaking just, it's ridiculous how bad the fees are when you're going to buy and sell. And you might not see it when you're buying and selling a few $100, but bro, if I hope you get to this point where you're buying and selling $10,000 worth of crypto and you see what they're freaking taking from you, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. I can't even tell you how many people have come on here and been like, bro, I have $10,000 in Milady, and I don't even want to sell it because they're taking freaking 60% of my profits, and it's just like, I know, it's insane. It really is insane. I was taking losses selling or breaking even on some of the stuff just to get the hell off there. Like as far as like just not buy anything on crypto.com because I don't want to deal with them. Right. Like I said, I appreciate them whatsoever. I do appreciate the platform, but if you have the opportunity, what I always tell my members, if you have the opportunity to buy anything, any of these meme coins off of a swap, especially if they're on like Solana, Ethereum, whatever the case is, if you're able to actually use DeFi, decentralized finance, and do a swap, take that all day because the swap fees are going to be literally a fraction of what you're going to get charged. Jay, he tries to troll you too, bro. My boy, always trolling. Lazy says he's got an ex-brother-in-law named Mello. Short for, what does that say? Is that Carmelo? Carmelo? Never seen that name before. He's good people, Crip Mello. Yeah. Flip said his government name is Flip. Jay said, what exchanges do you recommend? I mean, bro, listen, no matter what, you're going to need to have an exchange, right? They're basically, they're on and off ramps. Whenever you're going to be transferring funds back into your bank account. I mean, that's why I still do, I still have like a bunch of different exchanges that I use. I will say, as far as fee wise, honestly, Coinbase isn't bad. It depends on where your jurisdiction is, right? I've heard KuCoin's pretty cheap. Right? There's some massive amounts. It's just like it depends on where you're located. If you're in like New York, bro, you can't use anything, right? You can barely use anything. If you're down here where I live in Florida, you have a little bit more of a variety of what you can use, but like KuCoin and Binance, stuff like that, we can't use, right? So there is still, you're limited on certain exchanges. So I would say check out Coinbase, right? But always, my opinion is see if you can swap. See if you can use a swap. Ethereum, everything on Ethereum, you can literally swap. You can have a MetaMask, wallet and buy in through your MetaMask. It's just the thing is that to use on and off ramps, aka getting your money over, like initially getting your money into your DeFi wallets and stuff like that, you're going to have to use a central exchange no matter what. Alejandro said Uphold. There you go. Uphold, Coinbase. What's a couple other ones that do, there's one that's just like Robinhood. I forgot what it is. It's going to hit me after. It's just like Robinhood where you can buy and sell, crypto and stocks. Damn it. I just forgot it. It'll hit me after the fact. Kraken. All right, that's not the one I was talking about, though. What is that one? I signed up for an account and then I never used it. And now they email me like every freaking 3 days about, just open the account up and we'll give you a free $1,000. I'm like, bro. Oh, what? It just hit me again and I forgot it. Damn it. Keep forgetting what it is. What's that project I bought? Is it? What was that project? Frosty, right? Ooh. All right, look, guys. Frosty's starting to move here. Is it moving, though? It's up 20% in the last 5 minutes, but because it dropped down so much, I'm going to probably just sell and get my $5 back. Oh, okay. We just jumped up a little bit more. I'm getting my $2. Here we go. Oh, it just dropped. Sell. 100% sell. Slippage. Come on. I don't know if you guys are seeing the slippage messages that are popping up. Bro. It wants me to move my slippage. Let's go. Nope. That means too many people are buying or selling right now. Let me see something here. Front running protection. Front running protection prevents sandwich attacks on your swaps. Let's run it. Give me my $5 back. I should have been paying attention because I think this thing ran up while we were talking. Look, I made look, I made 10 cents off that move. There we go. That's how you become a millionaire right there. Carlos said, can you check call? Yeah, I'll pull that up. And Flip said, any advice for withdrawing from exchanges to your bank account at the peak because most have daily withdrawal limits? I mean, most of them, though, the withdrawal limits, dude, are like up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, every exchange is different, but I'm trying to remember, crypto.com is like 25K a day, I think it is. 25,000 a day. So I mean, as long as you listen, all you have to do is make sure that when you cash out, like let's say you cash out on one of your projects, make sure you transfer it over into USD or USDC, right? At least park your money into a stable coin after you if you see a big drop or you're selling off at a high. If you do that, then you should be fine as far as parking your money and then slowly but surely moving it over to your bank account or whatever your plan is. Lazy said he wants to be a mod. I don't know, bro. I got you, bro. We're going to drop Lazy as a moderator, too. Hold on. Hold on. Bro, I probably shouldn't have chugged this beer. I got to go pee. Bro, what? There. No, that's not it. Hold on. All right, Lazy. Carlos asked to pull up call. So with call, bro, I will say this thing the other day when the market was running, when we were obviously all alts were running and the market was running, you can see call jumped up, ran up to about the 78 mark, but you can see since then it has cooled down, but it hasn't, like you would have thought that after that big, move that we saw in the traditional market, even DeFi projects were down that day 20, 30, 40%, on some of them. Call really didn't get stomped out too bad, right? It's really actually been holding fairly well. So, I mean, with call still market cap, it's been hovering around that $30 million mark. I think, honestly, for call, this is obviously a long-term play in regards to just waiting for the markets to really start going crazy. This thing is really, if you really look at it in the last few months, other than maybe a couple quick spurts towards the upside, it's been channeling in between the 618 and the 786, almost like consolidating, right? So, I mean, when you zoom in, they look a little bit more dramatic as far as the swings, but you can see the gist has been where it's been staying in between the 618 and the 786 around that area. So I think long term, I think when the markets really pick up and all coins just absolutely what we've been waiting for and just go freaking crazy, call is going to go freaking crazy. And I said it. I said, someone asked me, they're like, what do you think at the top? We're like crazy, like a crazy move for call. Where do you think it's going to go? And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if call jumps up to somewhere around $500 million market cap. I know people are saying $1 billion. I'm going to be more conservative and say somewhere around a $500 million market cap potentially, right? So, I mean, that's like a 15x from where it's at right now. So, Jay said unlimited power. Nah, that's why it took me little questions. They're like, do you want Jay to Lazy to do this and that? I was like, nope. Just make his name blue. No, I'm just kidding. Moore said, what coins actually did 1,000x? You tell me, bro. There's probably been a few. I would say mostly projects that have done 1,000x are going to be mostly on DeFi, is what I would say. Mostly DeFi projects have been the ones that have probably gone 1,000x. Maybe some small cap, traditional projects, but for the most part, it's going to be mostly DeFi projects that have briefly gone up and have done 1,000x before they probably crash to the abyss. Other than actually, now thinking about it, I would probably say like Dog with Hat probably did close to 1,000x, right? I would probably say Dog with Hat probably did 1,000x. What sucks is, let me see if we can actually pull that chart up. There's so many scam Dog with Hats now. Bro, you go back on this chart for Dog with Hat. I mean, you just look at from like the bottom to the top for this project, right? This thing ran up 31,000 effing percent, bro. 31,000%. I think these are going to be your projects. This, Pepe, even Pepe, came out in 2022, I think it is, but still probably did something like that. Bunk's another one. There's those far and few between projects that pretty much the opportunity is to get in during DeFi and then pray that these projects jump in on Binance or some kind of essential exchange, right? But I think the struggle for like myself and a lot of people is like buying in. Let's say you got in on Dog with Hat, right? You bought in down here, way down here. Imagine the amount of just like willpower that you're gonna have. You bought down here and it just jumped up and 10x'd, right? The willpower, or whatever the case is. What I'm getting to is, so how many people do you think that bought anywhere, even down here, that were still holding when it was up here? Probably so very few, if probably none, just because the gains were so tempting as far as, for this project. And same thing, like I said, for Bunk, Pepe, a lot of these other projects that started off on DeFi, if you stumbled across them and got in early, chances are most likely these people did not hold, at the top. And I would have been, one of those people where I would have seen a 10x and cashed out, unfortunately. So I will tell you, my hodling power has been very weak in the last year, where right when I see gains, I just grab them. And like I said, I come back on sometimes and I'm like, whew, I'm glad I sold because it dumped. And then sometimes I look back and I'm like, bro, but I had like call. You guys know, bro, we dropped call in the Discord when it was at a market cap of $400,000, right? And at a time, call went up to $120 million, right? That was like a 500x from where I dropped it in the Discord. So I bought it. It was like 5 in the morning one day. I bought call, right? Threw some money at it, bought call at like a crazy low price before anybody even knew about call. It was like an hour after it dropped on Chronos. And then I went on the Discord, dropped it in the Discord, and everybody was buying in, and call went crazy. And I ended up selling. I kept selling and buying. But if I look back and I was like, if I would have just held call, right, because I picked up like 700 billion. I had close to $1 trillion call. And if I would have and it was for like $500 too. That's the crazy thing, is I only threw like $500. I had like 700 billion call. It was like 600 something, almost 700 billion call. And I sold. I made money. I made some good money. But if I would have held at the top, right, and sold catching that top, which is very rare, right, it would have been worth probably, I did the math, it was like 80K off of that. $500 could have turned into 80K, right? Craziness, right? So that's why I say it's so hard for your average person to like buy in and see those gains and not take them, and then really catching the top. Really, it's hard. It really is. It's hard. Like I said, my hodl game has been like it's not there right now, but it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Let's see here. So Bitcoin still sitting around 94K. I swear this looks like a nice little W pattern that we have right here. Nice little W pattern. Why do I keep pulling up the arrow? Nice little W pattern. Hopefully this thing shoots up and we go crazy. Tomorrow, guys, Christmas Eve, we are going to be having another stream. I know nothing crazy is going to be happening as far as like news-wise. Like I said, these next 2 days are probably going to be boring, right? These next 2 days are probably going to be boring. As far as just not really much going on. But we still will be here. We'll cover the charts if you guys have anything that you want to look at. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow the markets are rallying, or at least picking back up, and we have something good to look at as far as like some of the charts. Lazy said, if you had $1,000 to invest, where would you put it in? I mean, right now, particularly, I don't know, bro. Like, there's a couple of projects, like a grand. If you'd have asked me this yesterday, right? Because I mean, we're starting to move. starting to move on some of these projects. But you already know I probably would have said like, and not financial advice, but like Myro, right? Not a bad little spot to jump in on. Small market cap, Memecoin that's on Solana, right? That's on a lot of central exchanges. Memecoin is another project that I have, right? Small market cap as well. $1,000 if you're looking for like maximizing profits. That, or I'd probably just start running it up on DeFi or something, you know. A project that I jumped in on the other day that I started accumulating, you guys already know, was RTR. I picked up RTR the other day. Look at this run yesterday. Freaking picked up a 70% run. So RTR, you know, I always tell you guys this project, and I called this like a month ago. I said that I had been holding, not really buying in, been waiting because it's been slowly coming down. This is a Trump-related project, and I said as we get closer to the inauguration and basically, you know, just January, this project's gonna pump. It freaking shot up yesterday like 80% out of nowhere, and I'd been buying in all when we started to drop down here, and picked up it shot up 150%. I was like, I like doubled my money fast, you know, on this project. So definitely this was a nice move. RTR yesterday, that's on Solana as well. So, but I mean, $1,000, bro, I don't know. I would probably say just do your own research, but Myro's not a bad play. Even where it's at right now, not technically a bad play. I personally, if I was jumping in on Myro, it would probably be somewhere around, this was my buy area, somewhere around 6 cents, right? And you guys can see we recently came and slapped it, and that's where I started to accumulate. I bought it a little early, but I really started to accumulate Myro at around 6.5 cents. So, I mean, we haven't really shot up since then, but we are up. You can see from the little buy area that we were at recently, we have gone up, you know, probably 10 or 15%. Yeah, nothing much, about 8%. So probably not even a bad time to still accumulate on Myro, in my opinion. So, but I think honestly, bro, if you think that we're about to see a big run come up after Christmas, I think throwing $1,000 in pretty much anything that's legit, you'll probably do decent. Some projects are gonna do a lot better than others, though, right? So we'll have to see how it plays out. But guys, listen, this beer is hitting me. Like, I gotta go pee really bad. So I'm gonna drop the stream. I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. Thank you guys so much for everybody that dropped the super chats. Lazy, Jay for hitting up all those all the members only streams. I do appreciate you guys so much. Tomorrow we will be right back here on Christmas Eve, probably earlier than we did today, because I know everybody's probably got plans and stuff like that. So, but with that being said, hopefully we see a good run in the markets in the next few days. If not, like I said, maybe boring during these next couple days because of the holidays. But I'm telling you guys, when we start getting into January, close to January, or and at that first week of January, I think we're going to start seeing a massive run again in the market. So hopefully that plays out. Definitely for myself, I've been planning on, you know, just been basically accumulating whatever I'm bullish on. So, but with that being said, guys, I thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night today, good day, whatever it is at your spot. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. All right, guys? Thank you again. See ya.